Yo, what up, y'all? Today we jumping into my top 10 most OP builds that you could be doing on Back 4 Blood in 2023. And these builds, I tried all of them out today. They all still work and they're all still super duper broken. Now, before we jump into the actual vid, I'll just let you know right now, there's way more than 10 OP builds that you could be doing on Back 4 Blood. So, you know, before you guys let me know in the comments about all the other builds you can do, trust me, there's definitely more than 10. These are just my top 10 favorite that I think will help you dominate on literally any difficulty that you could play in this game. Now, most of the clips, they're going to be all no hope ready builds. You know, we're going to be doing all no hope, but a couple of the clips are nightmare. But to be honest, it really doesn't even matter. As long as you yourself, you know, got some fancy footwork, you got the schmovement, you know, you're in the spots that you need to be in, you're fighting the hordes from the angle that you need to be at, you know, the builds will still work. No hope, nightmare, veteran, recruit, whatever. So let's jump into it. The first one, as you can see, is my boy Nade Hoffman. Now, what we're going to be using for this, we got the run like hell, got the fill him up with leg, got the padded suit, got the scar tissue. Again, these are going to be no hope ready builds, so most of them, they're going to have a little bit more resistance because, as you know, you're going to need more resistance for that no hope. We got the double grenades, we got the grenade pouch, pinata, magicians, ammo stash, highwayman, and that build is so fun because you'll just have literally 3 to 5 Molotovs the whole time. You'll have money to buy more and you're chilling. Coming in at number 9, I got the Prophet Res Speed Healer build. This build is so overpowered because A, you're literally going to be able to revive them instantaneously. On B, you're going to have Inspiring Sacrifice, and then C, you're actually going to pick people up with life, and then D, pause, but then D, whenever they go down, they're also going to drop a pipe bomb. So this build is so disgusting, especially on no hope, because, you know, of course, people are going to go down more than often on no hope than they will like on any other difficulty. So I think this build, you know, just having one guy on Prophet is always really, really good if you guys are trying to get through the levels. Because another cool thing too, of course, as you guys already know, when you pick them up, you're going to get another buff, so you can get more resistance, you can get more damage, you know, drop money, full restore your health. So I definitely think this is a super duper strong build for no hope. Of course, you could use it on nightmare, anything lower, but for no hope, having that Prophet is always super duper good. Coming in at number 8, we got the Tala Trials shotgun build. Now, for trials, it's kind of up to you. I personally only went up to like 1,000,000 points in trials, only because from what I've seen, there's actually a mod pack out now for the Back 4 Blood, which gives you like instant reload. You take less damage. There's one where you don't even have to reload your gun. So it's actually insane, like some of the cheats that people are doing. Not to say that anybody that's above me on the list is cheating, but I definitely seen some stuff. So it kind of strayed me away from even doing trials anymore because it really doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here trying to do it legit and I'm getting absolutely annihilated, you know, at some points of the trials, you know, while others are just cheating and walking through it. So I didn't really try it out for the trials, but if you do want to do some trials, that is for sure the build that helped me get to that 1,000,000 points. Coming in at number 7, we got the Mom Melee. This build is super duper fun. The thing that makes it so broken on Mom is that temporary health and then the temporary health decay. Now, I don't have variations for some of these, but what you could do for this Mom deck, if you want to throw pumped up somewhere in there, that's definitely going to make this build so much more broken. You'll literally never run out of temporary health. You'll always have temporary health. And then on top of that, with the extra healing that we're going to have, you'll still be able to heal people. So if you go with the Mom Melee or even the Doc Melee, which is also on this list, you actually can be 2 things at once. You know what I mean? So you could be the healer and the melee guy, which is super dope. You know, if you're playing in a party of 4, that would allow the other people to, you know, pick up something else. You know, if you want to have 2 nade guys or have a nade guy, a Prophet, and then have like a Tala shotgun, you know, you guys can play with it a little bit, but I definitely think the healer melee, super duper fun and super duper OP, only because you still get all the heals from the melee. And then of course you also get all the heals for actual people, you know, so if you hit them with a med kit, hit them with a bandage, you're still going to be doing some insane healing. So this is definitely a really, really fun build that I like to use as well. Coming in at number 6, another super duper broken build, we got the Stumble Melee. Now, on this one, you pretty much you can kind of use whoever you want. You know, if you want to use Evangelo, which is usually who I pick, you could still do it with like Holly, you could do it with Sharice, you could do it with Hang, so fully up to you. It's really fun on Evangelo because, of course, you'll get the breakout for the free. And that's like the main thing on Melee. You know, the only thing that's really going to shut you down on Melee is going to be getting grabbed or, you know, a sleeper or something like that. Now, one other thing I do want to add, because, you know, a lot of people, they join my lives, they see me on these builds, they say, you know, I don't know how you don't use the breakout card. You need breakout. You know, breakout is a necessity. No, it's not. Okay. So if you're actually good at the game, you know how to sidestep stuff, you know, you can kind of try to move out of the way, you know, not get grabbed by things. You don't need breakout for anything. All you really need is stun guns and to use them properly. So when you're meleeing, if you can just sidestep the mutations like this, like you just seen there, you don't need breakout for anything. The main thing really is just dodging sleepers and then using your stun gun for, you know, clutch situations, you know, where if you actually do get grabbed or hit by something, you got that stun gun to kind of save you. So I definitely think the Stumble Melee is actually insane. Coming in at number 5, we got that good old Doc Melee. And this is going to work out pretty much the same as the Mom Melee. The only difference is you're going to have less temporary health and less temporary health decay. But that's perfectly fine, because we're still going to have more than enough heals, more than enough melee swing speed, more than enough damage. And also too, if you want to into this build, what I might suggest, throw on like cross trainers or throw on rhythmic breathing, and then you'll pretty much just never run out of stamina. Now another thing too, like on these melee builds, if you want to toss in like food scavenger somewhere into the build, that's literally going to make you unstoppable because you'll never run out of stamina. You can literally swing forever and just run through maps, as you can see here. Again, it doesn't matter if it's No Hope, doesn't matter if it's Nightmare. As long as you're taking the fights correctly, you know, as long as you're fighting monsters from the correct positions. Like you see here, I'm just straight up fighting a mutation. I wouldn't do that, but as you can see, you definitely have enough damage. You know, you'll get all your life back. All you gotta do is keep hitting the small zombies, and that's pretty much gonna be the way that you heal. But the cool thing about being on Doc is you'll still get the 4 small heals, and then, you know, if you carry around bandages or med kits, you literally can probably heal like, you know, 6 different people, or 6 different times, I should say, within one of the maps. So I think this build is super duper strong. Between Doc and Mom, I would definitely go with the Doc Melee. I literally ran through the game with this build, so I know it'll for sure work for you guys. Coming in at number 4, we got that Tala Bleed Shotty. Now, this build right here is so overpowered for shotgun. So literally on No Hope, you're going to be one-shotting mutations. Like anything small, like a stinger, like the Spider-Man on the wall that shoots the little webs, you're one-shotting them for sure. Now for like bigger things like a bruiser, a tall boy, those annoying shredders, it's going to be like a 2 or a 3 shot. And this is on No Hope. So this build is definitely insane. All you really got to do is find a really good shotgun, like, you know, like a blue or higher. Right here, I'm using a blue, got a couple epic attachments on there. And as you can see, you're literally just putting mutations down. You know, if you got the Tala Shotty in the back with the melee person in the front, there is no possible way that you guys can fail any maps. Trust me, this build is super duper overpowered. Coming in at number 3, we got the good old Doc healing. And, you know, you always need the Doc healer on the team. Now, I do have 2 variations for this one. For the first variation, this is going to be more of like an aggressive Doc healing build, to where you'll still have damage. You're chilling in the back with a pistol, full, you know what I mean? You have unlimited ammo. You literally could just sit back there and shoot, which is super duper dope because usually Docs don't really have any damage. For the second variation, it's going to be still aggressive, but we're going to add in some copper. So with the money grubbers and the copper scavenger, you're actually going to be able to find money on the map to even afford heals the next round. You know, so that's going to be super duper good. And then of course, you know, if you carry around bandages, or even if you can afford medkits, as you can see here, even with bandages, you're literally full life in people with these things. And then on top of that, you'll still have the 4 baby heals, and those are literally a bandage as well. So really you're running around with 7 to 8 bandages. Each time you hit them, you got the experience EMT. They're going to get a full life bar. They're going to get more life and more stamina. So the Doc healing, trust me, you always want to have that Doc healer on your team, no doubt. Coming in at number 2, we got that good old weak spot damage build. Now this build's going to be good for Carly, Walker, Jim. I mean, honestly, you could really use it on anybody, but I usually use it on like Carly, Walker, or Jim. And this is literally my go-to AR damage build. And we're going to be rocking 2 as 1. So we got 2 primaries. So what I usually like to do, I'll carry a submachine gun and I'll use that pretty much like a pistol. And then I'll usually rock like a LMG, or if you're on Jim, you could rock a sniper. But yeah, you're definitely just shredding everything. And as you can see, like if you look at the ammo, you're going to have so much ammo. You're going to be able to just keep on shooting, just literally blast literally any monster. And then, you know, worst case scenario, if you actually did run out of ammo, since you can carry 2 primaries, you can just pick up another gun. You know what I mean? So it makes it super duper easy. You know, you can just sit in the back, literally just shred everything. Another really cool thing about this build too, like if you wanted to do it with Jim, like bust out the sniper, you'll still have more than enough weak spot damage to like 1 or 2 shot mutations. But as far as like just raw damage, as you can see here, this is on No Hope, literally annihilating the breaker. Like the breaker has no actual chance. And then of course, if you're just hitting the weak spots, you know, you'll kill him and any mutation before they even have a chance to do anything. So I definitely think this is one of the strongest builds you could possibly do in the game. And it literally carried me through so many acts, so many levels in No Hope. So I know you guys will love that one. Coming in at number 1, I'm sure everybody already knew, but it's that good old melee, that heavy attack melee. So you can use this on Charisse, you can use it on Hang, you can use it on Holly, you can use it on Evangelo. I personally think that this build, well, these builds, I actually have a couple variations. These food scavenger heavy attack builds, these food scavenger heavy attack, you know, well rested, fit as a fiddle builds. These are insane. Like I'm talking, you don't even need teammates. You could just literally run around by yourself. As long as you have Ignore the Pain, as long as you have heavy attack, and as long as you have food scavenger with well rested, you're chilling. Like you really don't even need bots, to be honest, but you know, it just makes it a lot easier. The only downfalls to these melee builds, again, is going to be keeping that stun gun, you know, making sure that you're not just getting grabbed over and over and over again, burning your stun guns. And I'm telling you, you're chilling. I've ran through No Hope solo multiple times. You know, you guys can go back on my page, look at the lives, and all I do is just food melee. And it doesn't matter who you use. You know, you can use Holly, throw in that Hang, throw in that Charisse. I usually like to use Charisse because she gets the, you know, you get the shields, which makes it really easy. But as you can see here, you could do it on Holly, do it on Hang, fully up to you. So I definitely think these 10 builds, well, I don't think, I know these have to be like 10 of the funnest, most OP builds on the game. Down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. What are you guys doing? You know, what are you guys doing as far as melee, as far as healing? What do you guys think is OP? Now that, you know, they kind of stopped making things for Back 4 Blood, I'm going to be moving on to Dead Island, which actually comes out at midnight tonight. And I am going to be going live, so make sure you guys are there to check that out. And again, make sure you guys smack a like on this video. Hit that sub button. If you guys want to see anything else Back 4 Blood, down in the comments, let me know. You know, is there a specific build you want to see? Is there a part that you're stuck at? Is there, you know, some information that you need to know? Just let me know and I will come out with something for you guys. But to be honest, I'm probably pretty much done with Back 4 Blood for the most part, since the, you know, the developers are pretty much done with it, which is unfortunate, but I will always be here for you guys. Anybody that still needs help with Back 4 Blood, just let me know. I do have the Discord on the profile. Join up on the Discord. I can always answer any question for you guys in there. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping in, checking out the vid, and I'll see you on that next one. Peace.